Okay, so we start with the karate chop under the line of the pinky. Even though right now I kind of hate myself for being a terrible parent. So let's tap there and you repeat that. Some part of me still loves and accepts myself. Even though right now I feel like a terrible parent and all my self-judgment is up, I still deeply love and completely accept myself. Even though I'm capable of actually believing I'm a terrible parent, I also deeply love and completely accept myself. Okay, let's go to the crown. I hate this feeling of being a bad parent. It might feel worse than anything I judge myself for. Okay, let's go to the inner eyebrow. The stakes feel so high. I feel like I'm harming these gorgeous beings that were entrusted to me. Okay, outer eye. And I'm terrified of people's judgments. What if they saw me at my worst? Okay, the cheekbone under the eye. What if they agreed I'm a horrible parent and agreed I just damage my kids? And it's like that would concretize it. Under the nose. I really see how lost I am when I believe this. I lose my foundation. Okay, chin point, which is the groove between lip and chin. I lose my ground of being. I'm not centered. I don't know who I am anymore. Under the round of the clavicle, I definitely lose my connection to source. I definitely lose my knowing that I am one with source, one with love. Okay, let's go under the armpit, about a hand's width on the side of the ribs. And then my idealized self is taking over. I should be the perfect parent. The comparison between what I'm doing and the idealized self is brutal. And then the inner critic rules supreme. Okay, let's go back to the crown. And all of that only makes it worse. And right now, I want to reach for what makes it better. Okay, inner eyebrow. I begin by acknowledging that sometimes we're at our worst. Okay, the bones on the outer eye. I acknowledge that parents are sometimes at their worst. That's a reality for human beings on planet Earth. Under the eye, I am a human being. I am not my idealized self. And I am not my worst self. Okay, under the nose. And the journey was always supposed to be a journey of becoming. Not a journey of having it right from the beginning. Chin point. The growth is always up and down. It's not go up and keep going up and up and up and up. Under the clavicle. And I acknowledge that I am growing. I acknowledge that it's growth even to try to get distance from my self-loathing. It's growth to value soothing myself. Side of the ribs under the armpit. It's growth to reach for better feeling thoughts. And it's growth to reach for my alignment with source. Let's go to the crown. When I align with my inner critic, I cannot align with source simultaneously. I cannot align with love. My inner critic is not based in love. Inner eyebrow. My children are here to have a human experience. This includes human parents. Outer eye. Even when I wish I could take a scene back or some words back, which I cannot. Right now, I can acknowledge that they benefit from watching me grow, hearing me apologize, acknowledge. All the moments I don't invalidate their monsters and their hard feelings that turn them into monsters. Under the eye. They benefit because I teach them to forgive themselves and soothe themselves. Not hold themselves up to crazy ideals. Not identify with their idealized self or their worst self. Under the nose. So right now I soothe myself. I tap, I breathe. Chin point. Right now I just hold inside me, hold in my arms. The part of me that perhaps will always be horrified when I'm at my worst. I hold that part of me and I comfort that part of me. And I let her be here, or them be here, or him be here. Under the clavicle. Right now, I feel into the greater love that holds all of me. The love of Source that has already forgiven me before I've even gotten to forgiveness. The pure positive energy that always has its gaze upon me. Never gives up on me. Let's go under the armpit side of the ribs. Right now, I refuse to make identity out of anything I've done wrong or am capable of doing wrong. Right now, I call in the witness to simply gaze upon that part of me. I locate the part of me that can watch that, even watch whatever horrible feeling is inside me. And no, I am not that. Back to the crown. Horrible parent does not define me. It is not my identity. It is not the whole story of me. It is not me. Inner eyebrow. Right now, I acknowledge that who I really am is one with Source, is love, is clarity, is the witness. Outer eye. Right now, I forgive the screaming monster, bad parent part of me. Under the eye. Right now, no bullshit. I allow that human reality to be part of my reality. I am not above the human experience. Under the nose. Right now, I breathe, I ground. I'm here. Right now, I calm myself. I release contraction in the body. Chin point. Right now, I breathe into the heart space. Right now, I call in love. I choose forgiveness even if I can't feel it. I choose self-compassion even if I'm not sure. I acknowledge the greater power of love and forgiveness and compassion. They are bigger than my self-loathing and disapproval. Clavicle. Right now, I breathe into the head space. I feel breath going into the sinuses, into the brain, into the face, into the neck, into the whole head. Right now, I reach for quiet mind. Let's go to the side of the ribs, under the armpit. Right now, I open to new perception. Right now, I make room for what's truer to displace all my self-accusation. To displace all the old beliefs that the inner critic and idealized self hold on to. Right now, I acknowledge that inspiration wants to come in. New perception wants to come in. New possibility always wants to come in. Okay, let's finish at the crown. I am one with Source. I am a part of the infinite organizing intelligence of the universe. I am one with the love force. And I will continue to catch myself making identity out of my worst human moments. And I will not abandon myself. And I will come back to love. I will self-soothe. I will call in the witness. And my kids will benefit from this growth process I'm in. Now drop your hands down and cup one into another on top of the lap and just breathe or feel the breath. Sort of gauge the quality of the breath post-tapping. To feel the reverberations of the tapping. Sometimes there's something sticky left and you can go back in another round of tapping or do that later. Take in what feels better. Tapping doesn't try to fix everything. It's a way to reach for alignment. It's kind. It supports moving toward what's truer, what's more loving, what's more aligned with Source.